Welcome to the Mishawaka High School Football Coaches Show, presented to you by Southwestern Michigan College. I'm Daniel Phillips, alongside Coach Keith Kinder, the Mishawaka High School football coach. Coach, you guys are just coming off a big win against Goshen. You went at Goshen and beat them at their place by a pretty large margin. How good does it feel to go beat a team at their place?
Well, it's always fun to win games, and it's always good to get out of games healthy, and we were able to do both those things. So we still got a lot of things that we've got to get better at, a lot of things that we've got to focus on this week. But I like where we are 5 games into our season.
Coach, you guys won by a final of 49-10. Once you get to a certain point, when it comes to a score in a game, you start putting in your backups, younger guys. How did it feel to get those younger guys game time, real time reps?
Well, I think it's really nice to get those guys that typically are either JV players. We even had some multiple freshmen playing the game. We had a freshman score a touchdown, which was pretty neat. So anytime that you can reward the guys that are younger and do a lot of the unfun things during practice to help prepare the starters, then it's always rewarding to see, and that's always fun.
Coach, what are some other positive takeaways that you guys as a coaching staff saw at Goshen last Friday?
Well, I think we were able to, I think we forced 4 turnovers in the first half and turn a lot of those into points. And I think that we were able to be relatively efficient offensively. We turned it over 3 times ourselves in the first half, and those are things that we just simply can't do. But other than that, I think it was just a positive night to get away with a win and be healthy.
The Cavemen's conference record is 2-1, overall 4-1, I believe. So not a bad record at all. You guys are second in the NLC currently, just below Concord. You guys are going to be taking on the Northridge Raiders here in this stadium on Friday. What are some things that your coaching staff and the team as a whole have seen in Northridge that you're going to try to attack this week?
Well, they've been in close games each game that they've played. So I don't think that their record is a fair assessment of who they are and what they're capable of. We're going to have to play really well to beat them. They are well coached. They've got some really talented players on both sides of the ball. So the big thing for us is just cleaning up some of the mistakes that we made last week, and getting back to just taking better care of the football, eliminating those penalties, ensure that we're running to the football on defense, because they've got some weapons that we've got to get a bunch of guys to help get those guys to the ground. So we've got to play well this week.
You're going into the second half of the season now. You guys have won back-to-back sectional championships. You made it to regional championship 2 years in a row as well. What are the expectations going into the final stretch of the season for your team?
Well, the biggest challenge right now is figuring out a way to do 2 things. Number 1, get better every day, and number 2, stay healthy. Right? When you start to get towards the middle to end part of the regular season, those are the things that you're focused on. You're focused on how can we get better every single day, and how do we make sure that we're healthy going into the tournament when games really matter, because your season can end. So that's the mindset that we have right now, with trying to win out and give ourselves a chance to win the conference. So it's the first half has flown by. I anticipate the rest of the season is going to fly by as well, and hopefully we can keep it going for as long as possible.
Flown by for me, too. It seems like just the other day we were doing our first coaches show of the week. That's going to wrap it up for this one. Northridge Raiders will be taking on the Mishawaka Cavemen here at Steele Stadium. This has been Coach Kinder. I'm Daniel Phillips, and this has been the Mishawaka High School Football Coaches Show presented to you by Southwestern Michigan College.